Alright, I just got done uploading a bunch of goofy Halo Reach gameplay, so now I'm gonna upload the video that I wanted to make tonight, most of all. Making fun of Halo 5 and the dumbasses who are actually hyped for this trash. Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. I know, you're just a hater. Yeah, so what, I'm right, and it's funny, so fuck you, I'm gonna do it. Now, before I play this dumbass Halo 5 campaign vidoc, Hero Reborn! Yeah, right. Hero Reborn. Yeah, a hero you don't get to play that much of because you're going to get to play as some shitty character named Locke, right? That's what the title should be. Anyway, before I play the video and comment on why it's fucking stupid, yeah. Let's look at some of these comments for the video. Keep in mind this thing came out right before the game launched. So this is about 2 years ago. And of course the top comment is from Halo a Galo follower. So much hype for the campaign right now! Exclamation point. You're a fucking faggot. God, that fucking Millhouse looking motherfucking piece of shit who rips people off and shills for 343. Fuck you, Halo follower. You're the worst Halo fan there. You're not even a fan. No, I can't believe I said that. You are not a fan. You are a shill who is using Halo. You're a piece of shit. Anyway, yeah, so he's in the top of the comment section here. And, yeah, listen to some of this shit. Oh my god, I'm shedding tears. All aboard the hype train. This is going to be the best Halo since Halo 3. You mean it's going to be the worst Halo ever, period? How about that? Because that would be very accurate. Oh god, let's see. I've already pre-ordered the collector's edition. Really? So you can have an empty steel box that costs $250? Wow, you're a fucking genius, kid. This is looking great. I've always said Halo is the Metal Gear Solid of first-person shooters. Just stop talking right there. You're a fucking idiot. The hype train has no brakes. My goodness. This is fucking depressing reading this shit, knowing that I share a planet with so many fucking retards. Frank O'Connor says you're gonna be shocked at the ending, and it's going to change Halo lore forever. Really? Cortana is an evil robot? That was shocking to you? Don't listen to that fuckhead, okay? That bald fucking retard is full of shit. Oh my god. It sucks that there won't be split screen. Yeah, okay, that's a smart comment. Yeah, alright, finally, there's one. Halo 5 will be amazing! No, it won't. You're dumb. Cortana! Holy shit, she's coming back! Alright, calm down. Don't shit your pants. It's actually a bad thing that she's back, but whatever. The BR with that scope looks so much better than the one in the beta. Oh my god, yeah. Because we all care about fucking menial fucking details like that. Jesus. Anti-Halo arseholes, Bungie fanboys, and overall Halo haters, just go away. Fuck you, dude. You're just a dumbass. Man, these comments are fucking retarded. Oh, this looks like, Nope, it's not a smart comment. This guy says, this game looks so goddamn good. Nope, you're a retard. This is a smart comment. This guy says, they talk about Halo 4 as if it wasn't garbage. Yeah, really. And of course he got a ton of hate for saying that, even though it's the fucking truth. That's the problem with the Halo fucking community these days. You speak some fucking honesty and you get attacked by dumbass fanboys. Dumbass 343 dick riding fanboys. Let's see. The campaign and Warzone look amazing, and if they fix the things that were wrong with the beta, this is gonna be a great fucking game. Oh god, moron. Oh, here's a smart comment. We wanted to embrace that co-op gameplay. And then they go and take out split screen. Yeah, real smooth. I love this comment. This is a good one. All of you haters say that Halo 4 sucks, but whenever it appears as an option in MCC, everyone chooses it. That's because only dumbass 343 faggoty fanboys are playing that game for the most part. And that is the best working Halo game in the MCC. You fucking moron. Oh my god. This is my favorite comment here. You're an idiot if you purchase another Halo game after Halo 4. Yeah, he got a lot of hate for saying that, even though it's fucking true for the most part. This guy's comment is hilarious. How far can we push this thing? Quotations, because that's something these dumbasses at 343 say in this video. And the guy says, not very far, apparently. We can't even do split screen. Meanwhile, Call of Duty Black Ops 3 and the new Star Wars game do have split screen. So, he's got a point there. This guy makes a good point. Can't top Halo 2 or Halo Reach or Halo 3 no matter what. He's got a point. Those are pretty much the best Halos, although I would include Halo 1 in there, because that's fucking a badass Halo game, too. Let's see. I love you, 343. You got soul. Bungie doesn't. They both don't have souls anymore. Bungie used to have a soul, and now they're Destiny, and they fucking suck ass. And 343 has never had a soul. What the fuck are you talking about? No split screen, no pre-order. Smart man. You shouldn't even buy the game anyway, in all honesty. What? Halo 5 looks genius. 343 team can be proud of its hard work. Clap, clap. More like slap, slap, you fucking moron. Slap the shit out of you. God, why are these idiots saying so much stupid shit? Oh, here's a good one. Here's a good one. They're talking about how they've done a good job with Halo, patting themselves on the back. But this is obviously not true. If it was, then they wouldn't have lost so many fans with that shit heap called Halo 4 and that disaster known as Master Chief Collection. True Halo is dead. This abomination is just a pretender led by a bunch of uninspired fools, the worst of which is their art director. The Spartans, Covenant, and weapons look awful ever since Halo 4. They don't even look remotely Halo-esque. They're closer to Michael Bay's Transformers. You know, this guy has probably made the smartest comment on this fucking, on this shitty, stupid video from 343, hosted by IGN. Can't spell IGN, can't spell ignorant without IGN, right? Oh, goodness. Oh, my goodness. Look, this guy, he says, I hope 343 stops making Halo games. The campaign was disappointing, and the multiplayer was average. So I commented, I said, I disagree. The campaign was the biggest pile of dog shit ever, just about, and the multiplayer is also dog shit. Alright, okay, I could go on, but let's get this stupid fucking video started. Oh, God. Can't believe I'm doing this video. Well, here we go.
They recognize that they are weapons and that they were made to be used to kill other things and to destroy other things, and they've made peace with that as they've grown into who they are. And you'll notice that, like, when we talk about them in the books, we never have them bothered by the whole deal of them being abducted. They're almost always looking at that as, well, if it didn't happen, there wouldn't be a human race to protect anymore. And so there's a really deep sort of gravity to their understanding of being a Spartan, to their recognition of the weight of that, and just the fact that they're embracing it as their destiny. This is what I was made for. This is what I was born to do. They're not seeing it as a situation where they were given a short change. They're seeing it as this is the way it was supposed to be. And so their attributes are solemn acceptance. They almost all of them have this sense.
Oh my God, I'm gonna fall asleep.
We're gonna die one day, and it may be tomorrow. It might be 10 years from now. It's gonna happen.
This is kind of common sense shit that every Spartan 2 would have already thought already, and that every true Halo fan has already thought about already too. So this intro is fucking gay.
For Chief, it's interesting because he's
but it is far from the worst part of this video.
Is the first time that we're seeing him actually rely on other people and be a part of a unit.
There's also so
Okay, I gotta say, Josh Holmes, you're a faggot. I just had to say that.
else looking for answers, searching for him.
On the flip side, you've got
Bonnie Ross, you're a faggot too. You suck. Oh my God, Bonnie Ross. Spartan Locke is looking for something. I don't really get that vibe from that dull-ass character. All I really see is a fucking yes-man soldier boy who's bland as fuck, but whatever.
Fireteam Osiris, who's a brand new team. They've never really fought together before, and I guess there's a parallel there for, kind of where we were at with Halo 4.
There's the fact that we built a studio and made a game at the same time. That's pretty crazy if you actually knew like what that entails.
Next year will be 20 years for me in the industry.
Microsoft just gave you everything, and Bungie fucking set everything up for you with their games. You guys are Microsoft. Microsoft 343, it's the same fucking thing, alright? Stop trying to make it sound like you're working hard. You're not. If that was true, your game wouldn't suck this bad. Oh, did I say game? I meant games. Your games wouldn't suck so bad.
I heard on Halo 4.
I think a lot of us did, and I definitely felt a lot of pressure.
The bar was so high, and nobody believed that we could do it, and so it was kind of up to...
Bar is so high. If anything, it's low as fuck. After Master Craft Collection and Halo 4, I don't think people were expecting much.
Us to prove everybody wrong.
We brought in these amazing, talented people to make a game, but they've never worked together before.
Seeing how Halo 5 is a piece of shit, I don't see how these folks were very amazing, but whatever.
With new ingredients in a kitchen they're not familiar with, and so there was kind of a craziness that came about from all that.
Like, I don't know how it happened. All of the things that could be against a team were against a team.
We had to earn the right to carry that Halo mantle, and I
think that didn't happen.
that when you are in games and when you're in entertainment, there is no sure thing.
You got this.
I'm pretty sure that you didn't earn it.
Big galaxy-spanning story. Oh, there's these attacks that are happening on colonies. There's this massive destruction that's happening. Somebody stop it. Somebody save the day. But at the heart of it is, again, the story of these two families and these two things that they want.
When you play this game, or if you just watch the online movie on YouTube of Halo 5, its story, you really don't get the sense that they're a family. They don't have much emotion or, kind of like, you expect a team to kind of be like in good with each other, Like, here's a good example. Gears of War, Dominic and, what's his name? Marcus Phoenix, they are definitely buddies, Like, you really feel a bro mentality there. You don't really feel that connection with Blue Team in Halo 5, and you definitely don't feel that kind of connection with Osiris Team. Like, the two women Spartans in Osiris Team, they're just sort of there. Buck is there to make jokes, and Locke is just bland as fuck. He's just there to follow orders, and oh god, he's a dull fuck.
And if you don't have those quiet little human stories, it doesn't matter how many planets you blow up, nobody's gonna care.
Maybe you should take your own advice, Brian Reed, you fat dumb fuck. Because guess what happened? You didn't have any stories with the characters, really, and nobody fucking cared.
Anyone can get lucky once. This is our sophomore effort. This is where we prove it, whether we can really pull Halo off.
Well, you fucked that up, didn't you? And any of you 343 fanboy faggots watching this, disagreeing with me, all I can say is this game sold half as much as many other much better Halo games. It's the most criticized Halo game for being shitty. And the online population is the fucking lowest, especially when it dropped. Like Halo 3, its online population stayed pretty consistent for a long time. Same with Reach. Halo 4's dropped pretty quick after launch, and Halo 5's dropped even faster after launch. Just saying.
Mechanics, systems, fiction, and world. There's many other bubbles we could talk about, and maybe in the future we will, but these are the ones I want to focus on today.
We started really big.
You know, new platform, can do anything.
For those of you that have been in a platform transition, it's not easy.
That changes a lot of things. It changes your tech.
Oh my god, that fat bald fuck here, Cranky O'Fonner, this douchebag. I was going to say, though, in 343's defense, the Xbox One is a piece of shit. So that sucks that they had to make Halo 5 on this trash.
Your tools, your pipeline.
We didn't want to do things that kind of fit into the mold of existing Halo.
But it's mostly opportunistic.
It was more, what can we do to...
Hey, wait a minute, I just thought of something. Since 343 and Microsoft are the same thing, it's kind of their own fault, really, that they made the Xbox One such a piece of dog shit. Just saying. So, I guess I'm not defending them. Never mind.
To evolve the franchise.
So there was a lot of like, how does Halo fit into this new platform?
What are things that we can do now that we could never do before?
So everything that we're doing is about trying to bring innovative new experiences that take advantage of Xbox One and showcase the unique capabilities of that experience.
We had our whole team rolling off of 4. We wanted to engage everyone in coming up with
your whole team rolling off of 4? Correct me if I'm wrong, but did he just say that? So, got the same motherfuckers who made Halo 4 working on Halo 5? No wonder it sucks.
New ideas.
We had a couple hundred people all pitching things on what the next game could be.
So we had to start massive, fail, fail, fail. We failed a lot until we kind of came up with spaces that we were happy with.
For us, a lot of what we spent this time on was just kind of...
Really? Because it kind of feels like you just failed and then that's it.
Figuring out what the long-term roadmap for the studio and for the technology.
I'm looking at how do we make sure we keep ahead for making sure that we're moving forward to make our engine, our tools, the best for our creative teams.
With the way that we're doing it, we're continuing to develop tech, but at the same time, we need to kind of start working on the next project.
So every one of those decisions you make is taking little chunks out of the end game from somebody. Weapon, sandbox, environment, like, you know, whoever's doing the work on that, they're not doing other work that could go into gameplay.
Okay, what that faggot just said, how about you fuckheads don't even bother wasting precious time and resources and money creating a meaningless fuckhead rec card microtransaction system and actually not waste time doing that so you can spend time making the game, you know, not suck. How about that? Instead of trying to pressure people into buying microtransactions and basically scamming them, essentially, how about instead of doing that, make the game not suck? You know, making it play like Halo, bringing in split screen, how about that, you know? Making the story actually decent. launching the game finished. How about that, you know? Just a thought.
Maintaining the balance between what Halo is and what Halo could be or should be or needs to be.
But you got to. Like, you know, we can't, the engine was made, you know, 15 years ago. There's things in this thing that we should tear out and rebuild from scratch.
It was a ton of creative minds coming together and trying to figure out what we could do with a new platform, what we wanted to do with gameplay, what we wanted to do with story.
So between 4 and 5, we had some time, and it was the right time in the marketplace to go, okay, we need to go 60 frames a second. We need to go dedicated server, and if we're ever going to do those, we got to do them now.
Yeah, and apparently they couldn't, their excuse for no split screen is because they had to get the 60 frames in there. Here's the thing, though. Halo 5 sometimes doesn't run at a full 60 frames. Sometimes it drops because the game is shitty like that. And honestly, like at the time this game came out, Battlefront Star Wars came out, and Black Ops 3 came out, and those had split screen, and they just reduced the frame rate a little bit so that they could compensate, so that they could implement split screen. That's what they did. Why couldn't Halo 5 do the same thing? Fucking retards. I'll tell you why they did it. So that they could sell Xbox Ones and more copies of the game, and people would have to buy more TVs and Xbox Live subscriptions because the game also doesn't support local area networks. So it's got something to do with their decision making here. For every like 2 or 3 or 4 Halo fans that said to themselves, fuck this game, it doesn't have split screen, there was one diehard fanboy out there who was like, well, since there's no split screen, I'll just buy another Xbox One. I mean, fucking guys like Angry Joe did that just so they could replicate split screen. Just saying.
Every other Spartan, every soldier, when they hear about this.
Yeah, I gotta say, gamers don't really give a fuck about frame rate, okay? Some of them do, but you know what they give a fuck about way more? The game not sucking. Taking away split screen really pisses everyone off. Anyone who, you know, actually knows someone in real life that they can play the game with.
They're gonna hit.
And when I say that, I mean, you know, couch co-op, not knowing someone over the internet.
Yes.
There is a certain limitation that you've got when you've got one
someone who actually has friends.
Character that's
anyway,
driving
sorry.
the universe.
You'll actually be playing as our new Spartan, Spartan Locke, as well as Master Chief and Blue Team.
We need to answer that question.
They could have been a little more honest and told us that Chief is hardly playable compared to Locke, but whatever.
Who else out there is a badass? And who else out there is somebody...
Who else out there is badass? Not Locke, that's for sure. Arbiter was pretty badass in Halo 2, but you don't get to play as him. Instead, he gets a stupid storyline that doesn't really make sense or fit.
We wanted somebody who had a very distinct contrast to the Master Chief.
It's more interesting when Chief has maybe not an antagonist, but kind of a wild card.
He's gonna go try to capture the hero of the story.
I'm not so much hunting a Spartan as I'm hunting the Spartan.
How do we find a way so that Locke is just doing his job?
Chief has always been very much shoot first, ask questions later. And while Locke is not slow on the trigger finger at all, he usually knows why he's shooting a little bit more than Chief does.
Jesus Christ, Brian Reed, you don't even know your own character here.
It's interesting perspective there, because traditionally the Master Chief has always been just follows whatever orders you tell him to do.
How do you put that question on its head?
Use characters in ways that we may not have expected and might be even uneasy using them.
You pit him against the groups that he would normally be aligned with.
Chief's always been a man apart and has always been very, very different than other people around him. But with Blue Team, these are equals.
And so getting him the chance to talk to these people that he's known for years means that we get to see another side of him.
There is a unique understanding that the rest of Blue Team has that even Cortana really didn't have.
They've shared the same experiences of augmentation and being ripped from their home and growing up without their parents. And so I think that there's a different kind of bond there.
Chief's with his old team, people who were his family, people who knew very
Kiki
well.
Wolfkill, you
Locke is
suck.
the leader of a new team, so they have a completely different dynamic.
They're all been drawn from backgrounds that can bring something to the table as a Spartan 4.
Vale's knowledge of cultures.
In fact, she can actually speak Sangheili and understand.
I remember when Kiki Wolfkill said that the Prometheans are not robots. Yeah, well, they sure feel like fucking robots.
He wants to do the language even better than a lot of Sangheili themselves.
Tanaka's knowledge of engineering.
They got a lot of like sensing equipment or little radio transceivers and things like that.
Buck's general badassedness.
Check your mouths, find your chairs, and get set for a combat drop.
He's kind of bolted on parts of his ODST gear.
Let's roll out, Osiris.
Made it.
Yeah, safe and sound inside a crumbling building.
We still got our big guy at the center of all of it.
What would the answer be from...
Still got our big guy at the center of it. The game's more about Locke than it is about Chief, dude. He's not at the center, you fucking retard. God, that fat fuck Brian Reed, that ugly, fat, stupid fuck.
Our Superman, our Spider-Man, like he's there.
If some of their Spartans were to go off the
Spider-Man, recently they were talking about Batman. Ah, God. And I think in a second here, they say that they created the Avengers with Noble Team, not Noble Team, what am I talking about? With Osiris Team and Blue Team. I can't believe I said Noble Team. Noble Team is way more badass than these fucking stupid teams.
But around him now, we've built the Avengers.
Osiris is the answer.
Let's talk about the creative pillars. The world is your playground is our first pillar.
You want to make the mechanics that enable the most cool stories to happen.
You can make the player feel really powerful, or you can make the guns feel really powerful.
That's where Spartan abilities really came online, where it was like, what about movement? What about the suit?
We have all these different movement abilities. It changes all our metrics, our jump metrics, distance. It changes the flow of combat.
How do you do an encounter if a character skips B and goes straight to C and then comes back to B? How do you make that encounter interesting?
We get to do more as artists. We get to build new ledges, build secret tunnels, things like that. Stuff that we might not necessarily do in a single-player game.
The term we always have internally is your team
is your weapon.
On my target. Engage the elite.
Tanaka, help there.
Audit. We always assumed there were 4 people. Even when people don't have a co-op partner to play with, we're putting the extra Spartans in there.
I'm a longtime Halo.
Yeah, this shit did not work out at all. Oh my, let's just listen.
And every Halo I have felt had some big innovation. I would hope that people would look at Halo 5 and say, oh yeah, holy crap, Musketeers. They won't say Musketeers because...
Oh, Jesus Christ. Alright, so Halo 1 did a lot of amazing things that gaming really hadn't done before, like the 16-player LAN on console. That was kind of a new thing that really hasn't been seen before in the console world. The AI intelligence, the physics engine, the campaign experience, co-op actually done right in a shooter, vehicles actually done right in a shooter for the first time. The golden triangle of combat, weapons, nades, and melee, you know, that was all pretty much born with Halo 1. And let me think here. With Halo 2, we got vehicle hijacking, you know, Grand Theft Halo. That shit was kind of a new thing in shooters. You didn't really see too much fucking carjacking in that kind of a way. You know, like Halo has done some kind of revolutionary stuff for gaming. But AI companions, that's what you fuckers want everyone to fucking praise you for and remember you for with this shitty fucking Halo 5 game? Are you fucking serious? This is your big new innovative thing that you're adding to the game? That fucking Call of Duty style reviving and dumbass AI? Because the AI is fucking trash. I don't know why they were boasting this shit up.
That's our code name.
I don't even know the origin of that. I think we just needed a term for our autonomous AI companions that kind of follow you through the campaign.
We focused on the 2 fundamentals, the one being they're a well-integrated part of the sandbox.
They'll play the game along with you, they'll fight with you, they'll revive you if you go down. Revive's a new mechanic in Halo 5.
One of the big draws of Revive was...
Yeah, they forgot to mention how the AI will rarely do that because it's so fucking dumb.
To embrace that co-op gameplay, how could we get players to kind of stick together and work together more?
And the other being orders, which I think is potentially a big innovation.
That's pretty much just ripped off of Call of Duty, but whatever. That whole revive mechanic.
Get in that vehicle. Move over to
And I thought 343 was all about catering to the lore. Now you just scan them and they get revived. Whatever happened to the biofoam shit? Whatever.
You see this too?
attack that enemy.
Take that target. On the ground.
Pick up that weapon.
Changing tactics.
It's a balancing trick because you don't want the musketeers to be too effective. You don't want a player to be running around exploring the new
Oh, don't worry. They're not effective at all.
world, and then the musketeers kill everything. We still want the player to feel like the hero.
We will have had 2 programmers spend the...
Oh, okay, I'm sorry, guys. I can't do this. I can't finish this. It's too exhausting. I'm sorry. And I'm also sorry that I accidentally said Noble Team instead of Osiris and Blue Team. That was a huge mistake. Totally didn't mean to say them instead of those 2 shitty fucking teams created by, written by Brian Reed. Oh, God. They were so bad in Halo 5. But Noble Team, on the other hand, is pretty fucking cool. A lot of people talk shit about Noble Team in Reach, saying that the characters were super bland and crappy and stuff like that. Not really. They kind of have a point, I guess, but it can be argued that, you know, come on. I've talked about this before. Halo Reach, the Spartans of Noble Team, they've been through a lot. And they're all business and no nonsense, you know? So you're not going to get to know their fucking life story. This is a story about your kind of a Battle of the Alamo kind of story, you know? Where you just take these heroes and they all die fighting for what they're trying to protect. That's the story. You're not going to fucking get a moment where you get to sit down and learn who they are or whatever, you know? Anyway, but yeah, Noble Team, way fucking better, way more badass, way better written than Osiris and Blue Team, that's for sure. Anyway, I'm sorry guys, I can't finish this shitty video. It's just, oh my God, 343, you guys are dog shit.